Welcome to the Deep Dive, the AI Brief, episode 293. Today, our mission is to really get into three major developments shaping AI right now.
We're talking the absolutely fierce battle for talent, some big new ambitions in AI-generated gaming, and also the ongoing challenge of reducing political bias in models.
Exactly. These are defining moments, They really point to who's going to lead the next wave.
The stakes just keep getting higher, it seems.
Okay, so let's start with maybe the clearest signal of commitment out there, grabbing top talent. Andrew Tullock, co-founder of Mira Murati's Thinking Machines Lab, or TML.
Right, he'd been at Meta for 11 years previously.
And now, literally right after TML ships its first product, he's heading back to Meta. This isn't just moving desks, it feels strategic.
Oh, absolutely. It really highlights the pull of Mark Zuckerberg's Superintelligence Lab, the MSL division. Tullock was a big name at TML, a startup reportedly valued very highly.
And the rumors around the compensation to get him back, they are pretty staggering.
Sort of legendary, yeah. Reports mentioned up to $1.5 billion over 6 years. Now, Meta disputed that specific number, but the fact that such figures are even whispered about.
It tells you something. He left TML, apparently turned down a huge offer to stay there, and still went back to Meta. What does that really signal about Meta's ambitions?
It signals they are deadly serious, and they're backing it up with, frankly, terrifying amounts of money. You have to remember, Meta's planning maybe $72 billion in infrastructure spending this year.
$72 billion.
Yeah. So they're pairing elite talent with basically unlimited compute. It's a clear message. Meta intends to compete, maybe even dominate, whatever it takes. They're building a talent moat few others can even dream of crossing.
Okay, so from talent, let's pivot to, strategy.
Yeah.
Specifically xAI. Elon Musk's company is making a big move.
A really interesting one. They're developing world models specifically to generate interactive 3D video game environments. Not just videos of games, but playable worlds.
That's a huge leap.
It is. And they've brought in serious talent for this, Zishan Patel and Ethan He, both from NVIDIA. Their expertise is key because making a playable world that needs AI, that gets physics, how objects interact, the underlying logic, not just making things look good.
And knowing Musk's ventures, the timeline is probably, let's say, ambitious.
Extremely. The target is a playable, AAA quality, AI-generated game. Yeah. And they want it out before the end of 2026.
Wow, okay.
Yeah. They're recruiting heavily for what they call their Omni team, and they even advertised for a video games tutor, presumably to teach Grok about game design.
A video games tutor for an AI, that's something. But the technical challenge here feels enormous, right? We've seen models like Genie 3 do amazing visuals, but making it truly interactive.
That's the crux of it. That's the 0 to 1 moment they're chasing, generating intuitive game logic, real control, physics that makes sense. It's one thing to make a character move. It's another for it to react properly to you and the world. If they crack this, it's huge, way beyond just games. It's about modeling complex systems.
Right, a real testbed for advanced world models. Okay, let's shift again. Let's talk about research coming out of OpenAI. This one touches on something millions of people interact with daily: political bias.
Yeah, this is important. Their new research suggests GPT-5 shows about 30% less political bias compared to older versions. They tested this across 500 different prompts and 100 politically charged topics.
And why does this reduction matter so much in the bigger picture?
Well, think about how many people use these models for information, for context. Even a small, consistent bias can really add up, influencing public opinion, maybe even how individuals see the world. OpenAI didn't just measure the bias, they tried to pinpoint how it shows up.
And the testing revealed some interesting nuances, particularly where bias lingers.
It did. GPT-5 seemed to handle emotionally charged or kind of vague questions better. But, and this is interesting, across all the models they tested, prompts that were strongly liberal actually triggered more measurable bias than strongly conservative ones.
Huh. Any idea why?
The research pointed to 3 main patterns they're trying to fix. The AI stating political opinions as if they were its own, only showing one side of an argument or sort of amplifying the user's own emotional or political slant.
And the fact that bias still pops up more with those strong political prompts, that seems critical.
Absolutely critical, because that's often when a user is most looking for confirmation or maybe feeling strongly about an issue. If someone comes in with a very charged viewpoint, the model's response right then is key. It can either reinforce that view or offer a more balanced perspective. So the remaining bias there That's the area they really need to nail for neutrality.
Okay, let's change pace slightly. We'll move through some other key updates across the AI landscape today, sort of a quick fire round.
Sounds good. First up, Microsoft Copilot is expanding its reach significantly. It now integrates with Google Drive, Gmail, and Outlook.
So you can search across everything.
Exactly. Natural language search across those platforms. And you can export findings directly into Office Docs or PDFs. It's creating this cross-platform productivity layer.
Useful. Okay, next.
Legal news. A federal court ruled OpenAI doesn't need to save future ChatGPT chats indefinitely for the New York Times lawsuit.
Yeah.
Important note, existing logs still need to be preserved.
Got it. And more legal friction.
Yes. OpenAI served subpoenas to Encode and the Midas Project regarding California's AI law, SB UT 53. The recipients called it intimidation. It shows how hard the big players are pushing back against state-level regulation attempts.
Okay. What about acquisitions?
Apple is reportedly close to buying a computer vision startup called Prompt AI. Small team, about 11 people. The plan seems to be integrating them into Apple's smart home division. More visual intelligence in our homes, potentially.
Interesting. And AI in academia.
Both GPT-5 and Gemini 2.5 apparently scored top marks gold medal level at the International Olympiad on astronomy and astrophysics. Shows their growing power in really technical scientific areas.
Impressive. Mark Cuban and Sora.
Right. He's allowing his Cameo videos to be made using Sora, OpenAI's video model. But there's a catch.
Always a catch.
Every single video has to feature his Cost Plus Drugs company brand. So AI art meets direct marketing.
Makes sense. And finally,
a notable political figure joining the advisory ranks. Former UK Prime Minister Rishi Sunak is now a part-time advisor for both Microsoft and Anthropic. His role: provide strategic perspectives on geopolitical trends. AI companies clearly want high-level government insight now.
that definitely covers a lot of ground. Okay, let's quickly shift to some trending tools that might help boost your productivity.
All right. For video, OpenAI's Sora 2 model is now available via API, so developers can integrate that high-end video generation.
For coding,
Anthropic has Claude Code. It's an AI assistant specifically focused on programming tasks.
Google's offering.
Gemini Enterprise. It's a platform for businesses to find, build, and share AI agents internally.
And building within ChatGPT.
The Apps SDK lets you actually build applications right inside the ChatGPT interface. Chat and build.
Content creation help.
There's Scribe Voice. You talk to it for about 5 minutes on a topic, and it spits out social media posts designed to go viral.
Fast. How about expertise?
Scroll lets you create and share AI subject matter experts, basically custom knowledge bases very quickly.
Product demos.
Tight Studio. You record your screen, and it helps create polished demo videos without needing heavy editing skills.
And a general assistant.
Super Intern. It's designed to fit into your workflow, reminders, answers, creating stuff, taking actions, all in context.
Lots of tools emerging constantly. Okay, that wraps up our main updates.
It does, and it leaves me thinking. With all this massive capital pouring into talent and infrastructure, this race to dominate new areas like AI gaming and controlling information flow, what's the big, maybe unexpected shift in AI you think we might see before this year is even out? Something that's not quite hitting the headlines yet, but is building momentum.
That is a great question to ponder, something for all of you listening to think about as well. Thank you for joining us for this deep dive on the AI brief.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in.
If you want to stay ahead of the curve, make sure you follow the show, and please share this deep dive with others who need to get up to speed quickly.